The Living City campus at Kortright is Canada's largest environmental education centre with the largest renewable energy demonstration site. Spread throughout the property, you will see various installations of wind, water and solar projects, and some of those solar installations have been in operation for nearly 30 years.
We've been doing this since 1982. We have Canada's first roof-mounted grid-connected system, Canada's first solar shingle demonstration. And this was all part of a public program that we started many years ago to get people used to the idea that solar, wind, energy conservation was really important, to start looking at that as alternative to the existing way we use electricity today.
With the advent of the Feed-in Tariff program, the Kortright Centre created the Photovoltaics Performance Verification Program to provide unbiased third-party data analysis on locally produced solar PV panels.
What we're hearing is from consumers saying, well, one company's telling me my solar panels will produce this amount of electricity per year, this company's telling me this amount. How do I know, really what these solar panels can do? And from our experience, we could tell them, 1,000 kilowatt hours per year was kind of a rule of thumb they could use. However, we wanted to demonstrate that modules being made in Ontario could do that. So what we decided to do, we approached the manufacturers to submit their panels, and we would be kind of a third-party verification to make sure this is what these panels will produce in this climate here in Ontario.
Paul Luukkonen is the Sustainable Technologies Coordinator for the PV program. He and his colleagues monitor the panels and generate comprehensive reports that are available to the public on their PV website.
Generally, we're seeing fairly consistent performance from all the Ontario manufacturers we have on site. So everything is a fairly good quality product.
The testing protocol is defined by the International Electrotechnical Committee, who have produced specific guidelines for monitoring and quality assurance for data exchange.
A couple of things that we're monitoring, obviously, are irradiance, so how much sun are we getting, and related to that, we're measuring the module temperature. Similarly, as it relates to module temperature, is the wind speed. So we want to know how much ventilation is there, which would equate to the natural cooling of the module.
The PV program is also conducting a tilt angle study to determine what tilt gives the best power production and energy production over the course of a year. Along with the solar PV program, Kortright also provides hands-on educational experiences relating to solar and other renewable energy models, as well as an extensive range of training workshops exclusively for solar PV.
We have a whole series of half-day and one-day workshops just for homeowners and cottage owners, so they can find out what can these systems really do and they can feel comfortable. As the microfit program came along, we saw this huge influx of companies into the province who are selling systems, and there weren't that many installers. So what we decided to do was to provide some sort of training for people getting into the business, because there is no certificate program in Ontario for these people. So what we thought, with all the years of experience, some of our staff have over 25 years experience in the industry, that we can use our demonstrations and our knowledge to really get some high quality people out there in the business. And as I say to many people who do tours here at Kortright, I have a flat head for a reason. That's because I've been banging my head against the wall for so many years trying to convince people that solar technology was really the cat's meow when it comes to technology. They sit there under the sun, they generate electricity when we need it most. It's really not an issue of durability and quality. It's just convincing people that the technology has arrived, there's a program that supports the technology made in Ontario, and that they should get involved in it.
To learn more about Kortright's PV program or their workshops, please visit us online for more information.